I never really start with a plan on most of my new abstract work. I start with shapes. I start with lines, ideas. I create chaos, and then I pull it back in. This painting is called Viking Journey, and it took a while. It actually could have been resolved a number of times, but I kept pushing this one. So I made some changes during the last session. I added white on the other side of it. This is part of my signature for now. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I'm doing it in part because these forms, as a group, as a conglomerate, as a clump, sort of exist in some sort of space, and I want to show that space. I want to show what's going on. I like that this breathing room to take place, and I want to explore it more and see what we can do with abstract forms in a white space. That's pretty much it. I added maybe a couple little other pieces of paint, but that's it for the most part. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Probably make things make sense. Like this area here, like this green, maybe come over in here. I'm going to focus on areas just like that, or like what's happening here in this area. Like there's all these things going on in this area. What's this guy doing? Over here, what are these three things doing? What's the action here? What is this thing? Is this a finger? What's going on? It looks a little out of place. And then maybe look at the overall like color composition. Like this pink is reflected over here, but I think we need a little more. This thing that I stuck to over here just is not working out, so I think I'm just going to eliminate it. That's it. So get back to work. Hello. I'm pretty excited today. I did a lot of work, but today I'm finishing it up. I sort of went back and forth. I didn't film a lot of what I did in the last last sessions, but I did add some gradients. I cleaned up some stuff up here, changed some color, some dots, added some sort of light there. About to add maybe some pink dots on this thing and add a little texture here and there, and then that's it. Then I think it's done, and I'll show you when I'll show you the finished piece when I'm done. So this is Viking Journey. finished, or as finished as these things get. So I wanted to talk about a couple things. Most of my paintings are based on rhythm, curved forms, and this actually reminded me of a Viking ship. That's why I named it Viking Journey. And the painting in itself was a journey. It took a little while to resolve. But yeah, basically the whole thing is fairly harmonious. There's a rhythm to it. And I like rhythm. I love music. I'm a drummer. I like to dance. And then there's this down here, right? So this down here, it's sort of out of place. And there's a little guy in here who showed up. And I will probably introduce figurative stuff to my work fairly soon. Figure out how to do it. But what I like about this area is that it's not a part of this rhythmic whole. He wasn't planned. He's rougher, he's looser, almost unfinished compared to everything else. And I kept him. Not because I like him, although I do like him, but because what he does to the rest of this painting. So there's something about a harmonious composition that can start to feel a little too settled, too resolved. And I like the idea about this corner, like not really cooperating. I like the imbalance. I kind of like the idea of one corner refusing to cooperate, chaos creeping in, imbalance taking over, what's supposed to be calm. The rest of it seems fairly calm. Most of it's smooth and structured, moving in a direction, and then this one part just doesn't follow the rules. And I think that's more honest than a perfectly balanced painting would be. Real things don't stay tidy. Some things always show up that wasn't invited. And that's life. And that's Viking Journey. Mostly harmony with one corner that doesn't want to play along, and I love that. Thank you. This is my first landscape video, so tell me what you think. I know it needs a lot of work, but like and subscribe if you can. That would be amazing. I have a studio set up, although I'll try to do something about this background. It's kind of wacky. But yeah.